Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? We are back. It's EC Radio time. You can follow along on all Disruption Network social media platforms. Got to give a big shout out to my brothers in Mo for having me join them this week at summer camp. What a great time we had. Let me tell you, the boys killed it this week. They absolutely killed it. If you get a chance on Labor Day weekend, go up to the Adirondack Music Festival just north of Lake George and have a great time with Mo and Twiddle and the rest of the crew over there. I think Kung Fu's playing as well. So go support your local independent music, people. That's what this show is all about. That's what we do on Local Music Monday. And we're going to talk to a local band in just a second. Before that, I got to talk about my sponsors, EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit them up at 315-335-0516. They'll move pretty much any freaking thing you need them to move. They'll move an elephant. They'll move your studio. They'll move your gym equipment. They'll even move your band equipment. They'll do anything you want them to do. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com. Tell them Uncle Z sent you. Also, big shout out to my boy Matt Grabsky over at Joey's at 307. That's 307 Mohawk Street. If you're in the mood for a good seafood dinner, you want a revolving dinner menu, want some catering done, give them a call at 315-864-3527. Set up a reservation. They're always packed. You got to get ahead of the game and set yourself up some table. Joe's checking in right now. We'll talk to you in a second there, Joe. Also, big ups to my friends over at Utica Coffee, wakethehellup.com. You can find them online. Big ups to my attorney, Dave Longaretta. If you need legal advice, give him a call today, 315-735-6162. Under Too Long is a book by Billy the Liquor Guy. It's a great book about undercover agents infiltrating biker gangs and bomb threats and all this great weird stuff. You would love it. It's a great book. You can find it on Amazon or wherever you buy your books. Billy the Liquor Guy, Under Too Long. Shout out to Billy. And also big ups to our friends over at Ballsy, ballsy.com. If you want to get some hygiene for your groin area, hit up ballsy.com. Use promo code members only for 15% discount. The talk of the town lately has been Handsome Bob. I'm telling you, man, everywhere I go, people are like, have you heard this Handsome Bob band yet? Well, as a matter of fact, I got two of the members in the studio with me today. AJ, Kenzie in the house. What up, fellas?
What's up, man?
How you doing? Good to see you guys, man. You guys are the talk of the town. You know this, right? Woo!
Yeah, been hiding for the last month. We've been taking things a little easy, but we're coming back in the next month, so it's where we're here.
And when I mean it, when I tell you that freaking people are asked me left and right, have you seen Handsome Bob? I'm like, have I seen them? I freaking love those guys. They're my boys.
That's awesome. I know them.
I know them.
Party with them.
No, you guys are killing it, though, man. So let's talk about the origins of Handsome Bob. I know Kenzie and Chris. Shout out to Chris Perez. I know he's up in Canada right now.
He's seeing a special little lady, but it's cool. She's cute as hell. It's his kid, so he's been waiting way too long with his COVID BS.
Yeah.
Trying to get back to see her, so glad he's up there.
Chris up in Toronto. What's up, my man?
What's up, man?
Chris is, I will say, arguably the best front man in the area.
He's great, isn't he?
He rocks, man. He commands the stage. He's a great singer, and he's just all over the place. And I'm telling you, people have been raving about you. So I know the origins of the band was Kenzie and Chris, right? You guys were stuck in your basement throughout pandemic. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I met Chris. He was bartending. I met him through there, just started hanging out. We ended up going out to see a Circus Survive show together and just kind of started trying to, hitting it off from there. And then we decided to start jamming. Went from the basement and then scooped up AJ over here in the last year when everything really shut down. Because we managed to get a couple shows out in Syracuse before everything really shut down.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, all right, well, let's just really kind of get our shit together. So
that was just the duo.
Just the duo, just the two of you.
Yep, and then over the last year, everything kind of just snowballed from there. I mean, we got AJ, and then we got Corey on board, and we're always keeping things fresh. We got a couple of other drummers we're going to be bringing on in the next month. We're going to try to chain things up.
Are you auditioning drummers right now?
So we originally had Ryan Scarlino. You know Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Great dude. I love Ryan.
Great player. Player. We recently decided to go off in different directions. We're currently working with Nate Kita, which is Chris's original drummer from Beside the Sun.
He's a freaking monster.
Who's a beast. I've seen Beside the Sun play a couple times, and
great band.
And he's an amazing drummer. But to see him throw it into a cover band is a very, very cool little thing that he's got. But we're also playing with
Adam Mannion.
Mannion from
Trampoline Jetstream. He's like my little nephew.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. He's awesome, and he's a great player. And we're realizing, these guys they're stepping in and they're learning what they gotta do, and we're meshing, we're vibing together, and we're gonna be able to put out a great show as we always do.
I got to tell you, Nate made that bar right there.
No shit.
Oh, of course
he
he
made
did.
that bar.
amazing.
Yeah, he
Of
does
course.
great work. Stoneworks. Stoneworks artisan. He's a great. Like he's an artist when it comes to putting.
Yeah, he's the
He does
man.
countertops and fireplaces. He does a bunch of great stuff. Man.
It's amazing what he does.
Yeah.
His shop is beautiful. He
We were just there a
built
couple
his
weeks
shop.
ago.
We're
Yeah.
using my bass cabinet. My bass cabinet's still
Is that what I'm using? Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's
yeah,
still
he said
there.
that. Yep, that's what I used.
the PV, the monster. I
Yep.
hate lugging that thing around.
Yep.
I'm like, Nate, can I just leave this
Keep
here?
that in one spot.
I'm just going to leave it there.
Yep.
We were jamming a little bit before pandemic and stuff. I had some songs that I wanted those guys to do, and hopefully maybe we can revisit some of that.
Yeah.
But I left my cabinet there. I'm like, Nate, you can have this, dude. Keep it.
I'll be back for it at some point.
Yeah, at some
Until
point.
then.
At least he's putting it to use.
Yeah, no, it's. I'll tell you what though, it's a sauna up there.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, yeah, it was a
was a workout.
85, 80, 90 degree
85,
day, and then plus
yeah.
another 10 degrees upstairs and that.
Yeah. We got a couple of people checking in. Joe's checking in from Wrestle Fandom Radio. He's calling me the former champ. He beat me up today. Like right around 1 o'clock today, I got beat up. I lost my belt. I lost my championship belt, the 24/7 belt.
Really?
Yeah. It was a double turn. In fact, I'm going to post a video of it after we're done with this. You son of a bitch! I'm coming for you, Joe. I'm telling you right now, I'm coming for you.
Can you explain more of this? I'm not sure.
So on Wrestle Fandom Radio, which happens Wednesdays at noon here on the D.
Okay.
There's that belt that's
I see it.
sitting over
I see it
there.
over
You
there,
see the
yep.
belt over there? Yeah. It's in fact, Joe, you didn't even take the belt with you. Look what kind of champ you are, pal. You don't even take the belt with you. You win it. You don't even. And he did a double turn. Like originally, that belt belonged to me. It's my belt, right? And then Garrett ended up beating me before the relaunch of Wrestle Fandom Radio. Garrett's the other host of Wrestle Fandom Radio. And then last week I threw Garrett in the Cobra Clutch. Right? I threw him in the Cobra Clutch, and he passed out. And I hurt his neck pretty bad. He was wearing a neck brace. Even today, he was still wearing a neck brace. And then today I went to apologize to Garrett, and I ended up getting turned on by Garrett, and then Joe turned on Garrett. So now Joe's the champ, the little chump. I think he did it the weasel way. But anyways, so we're going to figure this all out. Hopefully next week I get that belt back. But anyways, shout out to my girl, Michelle McSweeney over at Utica Coffee, wakethehellup.com. You can check them out. The great little shop. Do you guys frequent Utica Coffee by any chance?
All
Too
the time.
much.
Too much, right?
Yeah, we're like 3 blocks from the one in Clinton, so
Yeah.
Chris and I usually
Right.
every Sunday we usually hit that up before
You're right
practice.
there.
It's the Handsome Bob meeting spot.
Is it?
We've had many of conferences there.
Yeah.
Yep. Get our coffee.
Try to go over-
Corey will show up with his bottle of Pedialyte from the night.
Try to go over the set list and whatnot.
Yeah, if that's what you want to say.
Yeah,
Usually
for
just
sure.
talk about
Yeah.
nonsense that we did the night before.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's usually you're at the center of all that too, AJ, huh?
Still happens.
You want to have a good time. Go out with AJ one night. You'll have a
for
blast
sure.
hanging out.
For
The
sure.
couple times we hung out, man, I had so much freaking fun. I had so much fun.
Well,
man.
it's Uncle Charlie and me.
Yeah, it is. Take me through your history a little bit, bro, because this is kind of the first time that you've been on my radar when we were hanging out this summer and whatnot. What other bands were you playing with before Handsome Bob?
I really have not been in any bands. This is truly my first band.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't play like that.
No, I.
You got great tone and you play very well.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
People have been saying that I'm better than I think I am, which is cool. It's nice to hear. But I grew up in the Utica School District playing upright bass, and my brother Keith is a bass player as well. He played electric straight through. So I can remember probably like 8th grade, him teaching me Damn It, actually. And he got me into plucking, finger picking nonstop. And he'd just be on me. He'd hard, like, finish the song. And it's Damn It, Blink-182. So you're tired, especially being like a 12-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah.
So, I did that. And then I just bought an Ernie Ball Music Man from my uncle, and I just fiddled around with it from time to time, really, like, probably count the number of times that I practiced in a year on my hands. COVID hit. We were playing with Rye, and Rye actually hit me up. He just said that we're looking for someone to jam. Just come, nobody's going to judge you, anything like that. And, just being, I'd say most musicians, you probably put yourself down a little bit. It seems like most of us think we're worse than we are, I guess. And whatever they said, just jam, just jam.
Jam. That was a lie. He showed up, and it was like 2 weeks later. We had that show at for Chris's benefit. The benefit. It was
like maybe a month we practiced.
All right, yeah,
if that.
Corey was the one we really threw under the bus. We had one practice with him, and we threw him on that Halloween show.
Yeah, yep.
He still killed it.
Well, Chris told me, he's like, when you meet AJ, he's just as Utica as you are, Z. He goes,
yeah, embodiment right here.
And he goes, the only reason why you got him beat a little bit is because you're older than he is. But no, it's true. And then having AJ in the band it got you a bunch of gigs and networking and whatnot.
Oh no, man! Before we had AJ, like he's the one that does like if you follow Handsome Bob, Bob is Handsome on IG. He's the one that does all the promos. He's the man behind that.
Oh, you're doing that.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was you, Kenzie.
It was for a little while, but as soon as he took over, he just knows who to tag, who to get. He's killing it, man. He's getting all the responses back. So
you grew that page pretty quick too.
Oh no, that's all thanks to AJ right here. Totally.
I don't know how I even, like I said, I had nothing to do with Facebook or Instagram.
Absolutely natural.
Just put the mind to it a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for much else.
It's just that Utica vibe. I mean, he just like he embodies it, man. So he just knows.
He's Mr. 315 over here.
Right.
I love it.
You've helped out so many people in Utica, and it's just like you do things that it's like like this. So I'm doing I work for Our Lady of Lord's Church, and we got the Lord's Bazaar coming up right now. We were actually supposed to play that, but Chris being in Toronto, Corey having his baby, we decided to we'll scratch that. But I'll obviously be pushing super hard. I got business cards and. Pretty much every show that we go to, I go around and I try and introduce myself or have us go around and introduce ourselves and just try and get people, just to start vibing with us before the show. And that usually gets them to stick around. Then we have our little, we have a couple songs that kind of, we have like an early set that kind of just like leads you into it. It's nice and easy. We don't get too heavy right away. Most of the time people are eating dinner, so you want people jumping around, going crazy while you're eating a meal. Maybe you do. I mean, that sounds pretty fun too. But we start off with that set. We let people eat and get set up, and then we start going to town.
We break them in easy.
Yeah, that's what I loved about your set. It was so diverse. Like you're playing Motown, and you're playing like some of today's pop, and then all of a sudden you're playing Rage Against the Machine, and
that's what we do
all over the place. You're very diverse. How many songs in your repertoire?
It's really ridiculous.
Before we got going, I think we got a nice big whiteboard down there, and I think we had up to like 60 songs that we had at least touched on. Like, I'm not saying we had 60 songs down, but there was at least 60 that we have at least touched and hit, and it's just like, all right, which ones do we want moving forward for this summer? And then since that first show we've had, we've just kind of been self-editing, trying, seeing what works, seeing what really hits off, and then just kind of trying to switch things up for this next month moving ahead,
A lot of it's new for a lot of us. Other than, Chris is obviously very, very talented and very well groomed.
He's been doing it a long time, man. He coming from Florida. That's all he did down in Florida. That was his life, was gigging, and like coming up here, like that's all he was trying to look for, is just people to gig with. And he got those boys in Beside the Sun, great guys, and then like he was just trying to find something else to keep him busy on, in the meantime. So that's when we started working on just doing covers. It's just like, this is the stuff that's going to get us out. That's going to get us, the most playability,
Yeah.
So that's why we just try to do everything and anything, because,
we're all pretty open-minded too. Nobody really puts down any song. Anything that kind of comes up, we're all like,
we're all very open to musically.
Chris is so versatile too that we can really. You've seen our shows. We go from Motown to Garth Brooks to Rage Against the Machine
Eminem.
to Deftones, Eminem,
all over the place. It's all over the place.
And Chris really hits. I love when he does do Garth Brooks. What do we say? He sounds kind of like Urkel.
Oh yeah. He really puts some sauce on that when we do that. And speaking of that, we were just talking about that. We were jamming with Nate for the first time, and we did Friends in Low Places, and you want to hear like the metal version of that, come see us for the Nate show. I think that's going to be the Marble Hill show on the 8th. So, and then that's the other thing about having Adam and Nate. It's just like those two guys are great in their own aspects, you know.
Yeah, two different drummers.
So within the same week, you can come see us 2 times in the same week and get 2 almost totally different shows depending on which drummer we got that day. So that's kind of what we're really trying to I don't know, really trying to see what we can work with that, trying to keep things different.
We're down
badass.
with messing around with other people too. Like I don't know if you've seen, we've had Kevin Fox come up on stage with us. Bass player. He played several bands in the area. And we've had a couple drummers
who came up and sang at Nell?
My buddy Tommy Wysocki came up and did a song. Oh, my buddy Matt LeMayo.
Matt LeMayo, yeah, he came up, did Under the Bridge with us at Nell Creek. That was great.
The kid's got a great voice.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, at just about any show you come and see us, I guarantee we're not the only ones on stage.
Yeah.
I just about every show we just let anybody, just if you're into it, we'll let you have a shot. We're just trying to have fun.
I'm coming up next time.
All you.
You think we're kidding, man?
I'm coming up.
just-
No, I'm
just take
singing.
bass.
I'm
Oh, you
singing.
Hey, all you. All you.
You got it, man.
When Chris first came on the show back in maybe 2017 or 2018, when he first came on, he was like, am I going to be able to find gigs around here? I'm like, dude, trust me.
Yeah.
You'll find gigs. Just put the right pieces together, and you're going to do great. And now here we are, and you guys got a bunch of gigs, and it's good to see him out there working, doing his thing. Because, like I said at the beginning, the kid is at the forefront of being a frontman here.
Oh, definitely.
In the Utica area.
The music scene here is amazing.
It really is, man. And then that's exactly why I have this podcast, and that's why we do Local Music Mondays, to display all the great talent here in upstate New York, in Utica and the Syracuse area, because there's a lot going on, and you guys have dipped your toes in the Syracuse market as well.
Yeah.
And there's some great venues to play in Syracuse, too. So it's cool. In the summertime, you can play a bunch of gigs. In the wintertime, you got to kind of find your venue because it's a little tough. But you guys being a cover band, you're going to find some gigs and do well.
I think we'll be all right.
I think you're going to do just fine.
Yeah, we've going back to our origins, Chris and I started off as a duo, and that's kind of what we just did. And our last show was actually out in Syracuse, and we did that as a duo since it's everything. We were supposed to be on break. Corey just had his baby. We're working out different drummers and everything like that. And Chris, we didn't want to say no to this gig. They called him up, and so it's just like, all right, let's just do it. We can handle this. The two of us went there, and that's like you're moving forward this winter when things start going back inside. If we can, as long as things don't completely shut down. We're hoping we can kind of keep kind of a small scale, like a Bob Light kind of going.
Bob Light.
That's what we've been calling it, Bob Light.
Yeah, we can call it Bob Light. So,
and that's kind of like a duo with we got some drum machine stuff mixed in. Me on bass. We're gonna have Corey fill in guitar part.
Without a drummer, because obviously trying to fit inside and stuff like that. We're focusing more on like the more hip hop, more like acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Have you guys thought about doing like live streaming or any of that? Like start up a Twitch channel?
Yeah, I've talked to a couple people about Twitch. I'm sure it's something that we'll probably dig into.
You should.
Like I said, a lot of this stuff is very new to me. So I'm, as much as I'm learning the musical side, I'm learning the promotional marketing and social media and all that. We have been doing Instagram Live as much as possible, or Facebook Live, just because it's pretty much what I know how to use. But many people have mentioned Twitch, and it seems like there's a good following on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch is definitely.
It takes a minute to build, and you have to get affiliated, so you have to put in X amount of hours. You have to be on a lot. You kind of like, I know what a lot of my friends do is they schedule their time like every Monday. You catch Ryan.
Oh yeah, you got to be consistent. You have to be very consistent. You got to know when people have to know when they can catch you.
And you can make money off it too once you get affiliated and start to build up that channel. You can make some good money. I've got friends out there killing.
There's another
it
platform. A friend of mine, Kate Devon, she sent me a message. It's called The Avenue, I think. It's a new streaming service where it's catered to bands like that, where you can it has like a tip jar and everything like that. I know nothing about it, but I was gonna show you too. Like I don't know if we haven't talked officially about doing a Twitch or anything like that, but
you should.
Yeah, well,
this winter that'd be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, it'll make up for some of the gigs that you're not getting, right? And then, like I said, if you schedule it like every Monday or Tuesday or something like that, and the beginning of the week or midweek, when you're not gigging on the weekends, boom.
Yeah,
put it up there, let it grow.
We'll be getting together. I mean, it's just basically hitting live, going live when we do that practice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bands are making a lot of money on Twitch. They're doing very, very well. But like Kenzie said, you gotta stay consistent. Gotcha. You do. You gotta.
Good to know.
You be very regimented with your Twitch schedule. So
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, man. Nice. AJ, we got to talk about the 2006 championship.
2007.
2007. Yes, the high school championship. You were on that Proctor High School team.
You know.
And man, that team put out a lot of studs, man.
We did. We had a lot of good players. But what's even crazier is that none of those players went D1.
No, nobody went D1.
Not a
Is
single
anybody
player went
playing
D1.
in the minors right now, or
Nope.
you guys are all just too old at the point?
Pretty much we're all post 30 now. We all play softball together.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's
got
cool.
the Muni Championship tonight.
That's what I love about you guys too. When we were all hanging out, like you guys still all hang out, like
was
all the time.
That was probably the biggest thing with our team in 2007 is that we were all best friends who grew up together and just great chemistry.
Yeah.
Chemistry helps win big things like that.
For sure. What do you remember about that? Besides winning the championship, of course. What do you remember from 2007? I remember you guys were in high school, of course.
2007. Let's see here.
It's funny because I mainly remember the mistakes the most.
Really?
I went 10-2. I had 2 losses. I remember my one loss was against Pat Corbin, who's actually in the pros now.
Huge.
But I did have a hit and an RBI off him in that game.
That's cool. Wow, how about that?
And then the other one was against Shenandoah, and Coach Gatto had a great post-game speech or flip out, however you want to, whatever you want to consider it. But it was inspiring, and we never lost after that, actually.
Yeah. Did you go on to play with Corbin at MVCC?
And yep, I played with him at MV. We got to know each other real well. We actually roomed together. It was me, Ralph Cordero from the area, and then another kid from Syracuse and Pat Corbin. We all roomed together.
Wow.
And it was me and Ralph who were party guys, and then Pat Corbin straight as an arrow. I think I maybe saw him drink 1 beer in college, and he was a great basketball player too, actually.
Really?
But yep, unfortunately he had the luck to room with us, and we would come back every night drinking.
I'm sure you gave him an education.
Yes. Oh. That's probably how we got to the pros. He was probably like, "Don't do what these guys do."
Right. Stay away from what they're
Yes.
doing. There was another major league player that you got to hit off of too, right? I kind of remember you telling me.
So I also played with the Diamond Dogs and out in Little Falls, and a kid that was in the bullpen with me. His name is Tyler Rogers. He's playing with the San Francisco Giants right now. He's a submarine guy. And then I went to school with this kid's sister, and he was constantly there. He was always coming up, and I remember talking to him all the time about baseball, actually. I was really surprised to hear that he made it, but he's a reliever with the Brewers right now, Justin Topa.
Okay, yeah.
And, it's crazy. It's nuts. It's amazing the people that you can meet.
Absolutely.
Throughout your life.
This area has always put out not only great musicians, but great athletes as well, too.
Yep.
There's been so many.
And both get overlooked.
Yeah.
Both get overlooked for some reason.
And you think about all the legendary players that have come out of the Utica, Mark Lemke, Andy Vince Lake, Archie St. Fracco. Like, there's been a lot of great players coming out of there. Now, Pat Corbin.
Dave Cash.
Yeah. There's been a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hard workers.
Yeah. And that's what it is. You got to put the work in if you want to, you set a dream, you set a goal, and then you just work towards it. And that's what those guys did.
And that's what Handsome Bob is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dreams and goals.
Yeah.
So you got to write a song.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you guys into writing music? Are you guys going to write some originals? And
we got a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple originals. They're Chris's.
Yeah, they're Chris's
they're,
songs.
what Chris has worked on. I mean, we just kind of jammed those couple songs out, and it's just, I don't know. It's only a matter of time where we really start getting. I think.
Well, we've been dabbling here and there. Like he said, they're Chris's songs, and we messed around with them. We definitely want to get into it a little bit more, but right now, just with the whole the cover thing's working out great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to get out, have fun, and play some shows out. Like you were saying, Chris, that's all Chris really cared about. Moving up here from Florida, that's all he was looking forward to, is just finding a way to keep that going. And we managed to work it out finally after everything being shut down. This last summer has been great to us, and we were just trying to figure out how we can move this forward, try to keep it going through winter and keep everyone interested. And yeah,
you got some upcoming dates you want to plug?
Yeah, so we have September 5th at Seven Hamlets Brewing in Westmoreland.
Great spot.
That's actually going to be an afternoon show. That's Sunday. Yep. That's 1 to 4.
Yep, that's going to be an afternoon show. And then 3 days later, on the 8th, we're going to be at Wing Night at Marble Hill Inn. Great place. Go get some wings.
I love
Great
food.
place. It's fun.
Go get
It's a good time.
And that's going to be our Nate show. So
that's a Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a Wednesday night. So it's the middle of the week. But if you're looking to have some fun and rock out, come out for that Wednesday night, because we're going to have Nate for that show, and it's going to be a good second half. I'll say that much.
We'll get a little wild.
Yeah, that one for sure. And then
Friday, September 17th at Woodland.
That's another early show, isn't it?
Woodland Brewery. Nope, that's night. That's Friday night.
That's Friday night. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
That's 7 to 10, actually, I believe. Is the
That's gonna be another fun show then.
Yep.
That's gonna be another fun show, and then
hoping we can get that inside. That'd be awesome if we could.
and then we have a second show on the 23rd at Celtic Harp, and
Yep.
that's gonna be another big. I don't know if anyone made it out to our first show. That was a huge, great.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome, and then hopefully we can have another repeat of that. So come on out to that one for sure.
Yeah, we really put it together there. We've been working with Kevin, who did a little bit of sound for us, and
Shout out Bobby Kane too.
Bobby
He
Kane,
ended
too,
the
yeah.
night, and then I mean, if anyone hung out, Chris put in a double shift and ended up staying on stage with Bobby Kane, just kind of rocking out with him for the next couple hours.
It's a freaking ham.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know how many times I've had to pull this kid off the stage? It's like, Chris, we gotta go.
Or we could just do another shot at tequila.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's usually
See,
the latter.
I'm with you, AJ.
It's usually the latter.
That's it. First of all, the Harp has probably the best outdoor stage besides Saranac, of course.
Oh, that's why we
in the
hooked up
area.
with his friend Kevin, because those are the guys with the, you need good sound and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They're all set up and ready to go, and we knew we needed a bigger sound for
Mm-hmm.
that. So we talked to them and they hooked us up great. Everything sounded. I think that was one of our best sounding shows, honestly.
It was definitely, yeah.
And the other thing I got to make mention too, and AJ, you've lived here your whole life and seen all these cool brew pubs open up, like Seven
it's great.
Hamlets, Woodland. There's a lot of great
I'm-
craft brewery places.
I'm a big
happening.
craft beer drinker too. So is Kenzie.
Yeah,
I
our
think
first show
IPA
was at
guy.
a Good Nature this summer.
Another great
Yeah,
place.
that was a great show too. That was really great having them giving us the chance, letting us get in there and wet our feet, and worked out great. Yeah, that's been downhill since.
Yeah.
It's been downhill since.
Going fast. All downhill from here.
But no, there's some
No,
great
it's been,
places.
it's just easy as hell. I mean, everything's just been going just nice and smooth since then.
The one thing I too love about the whole craft brewery places, or the farm, such as Good Nature and Seven Hamlets, is they're very supportive of the music scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's been blowing my mind. Actually, I'm surprised at how much they put towards it. I mean, I don't. Bands aren't cheap, and a good. Pretty much every brewery's got a lineup. They have a list, a concert list, summer list that they have set up for straight through the summer.
Yeah.
I know Good Nature does. Woodland's got a great set.
Seven Hamlets.
Seven Hamlets, Bags always has somebody.
Bags
They're more
Square
like
Brewery.
duo, trios, but solo acts, but still,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've also been messing around with Nazi. Do you know Nazi from the area?
The hip hop guy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Local hip hop guy.
Yeah, he joined us at that Syracuse show at Rise and Shine. Chris and I did that duo stuff, and we actually had him come up for a few songs. And he is moving fast. You want to check out somebody who's going to have something, who's really got something going. Check out Nazi.
He's got a good setup. He's definitely got a good sound. His production is really solid. He's got a lot of great singles that are just like. They're bangers. They're hits. If you listen to hip hop or like modern stuff like that, you definitely dig it.
Especially from this area. Like you
There's a lot of great hip hop rappers out there from this area. So many. We could do a whole podcast on all the local people.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it has been for many
It's
years.
the whole music scene.
Yeah.
It's the whole music scene. I mean, really, we've had a great music scene here for.
As long as we've been alive.
Yep, pretty much. I know you know my uncle Zubby.
Of course I know Zubby.
Yeah,
we used to
yeah.
make Daisy Rock guitars
Yes,
together.
exactly. I have a beautiful Daisy Rock. That's what I learned guitar on, which
Did
is
you?
probably why I'm not so good at guitar.
Was it the pink heart one?
No, it's actually a beautiful blue, kind of like got like a nice faded like shininess to it.
Yeah.
Stars on the fretboard all the
Oh,
way
cool.
down.
Yeah. That's how it was. We used to make guitars for like the Bengals, and who was the other? I think like Joan Jett or one of them was endorsed by Daisy Rock Guitars. I'm like, oh, this is going out to the Bengals. I'm like, cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. Zubby's super talented. I learned a lot from your uncle.
Yeah, he wants to get playing again.
Yeah.
He's ready to get back and doing some jamming.
Right on. When you guys are out and about and you're not playing, what are some of the bands you're checking out locally?
I really love Utica Monday nights. Levitt Amp.
Yeah.
I
This week's going to be a good one,
I
dude.
can't wait. Yeah, this
Sam
week.
Kinninger's playing, and they're playing with some reggae people, too, but get
Yep.
there early for my good friend Sam Kinninger. His
Yep.
band is so freaking hot, has always been for years.
This week and Sophista Funk next week.
Yeah, that's on a Friday.
That's gonna be on.
That's on a Friday. It's not on a Monday.
Really?
Yep,
Oh, I'm
it's on
glad
a
you told me
Friday.
that.
Yep.
September 3rd. So that's
September
a Friday.
3rd is a Friday. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so get out there and go see my boys from Sophista Funk. Been friends with those guys for 20 years.
I'm glad you said that.
I love
would
those
ended
cats.
up showing up on a Monday.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great party. They played our anniversary party a couple years back, too, for the D. But,
Awesome.
yeah, Levitt's good. Who else are you checking out these days?
Well, Trampoline Jetstream.
Yeah.
Great. Like I said, we've been jamming with Adam, and we actually played a show at Luna's, and they had a show at Nail Creek.
Yeah,
we
were neighbors for a night.
Yeah, you guys overpowered them, by the way. I was at that, and I'm like, you guys need a better PA over here, because all we heard was Handsome Bob over here. You guys were killing it over there.
We only got paid for one show, dude.
You guys were killing it over there.
Oh, man.
They had a little rinky-dink PA, so you guys, we
My
could
bad.
hear you guys.
Our bad guys, you know.
You guys are
Inconsiderate
friends.
neighbors. Yeah, we're the bad neighbors.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it's West Utica.
Yeah. That's the thing about Varick Street. You got so many different bands on a Thursday night. He's like, I'm only one person. I can only see one band at a time.
That's why when we were at Harp, everyone I talked to after, they're like, man, you could hear you guys all the way down to Sickenburger.
Yeah.
It's
We like it loud.
yeah. We get loud. We definitely get loud.
You definitely
You got to stick around. You got to stick around for the whole show. That's the thing. Like, if you really want to see the diversity, it's really worth sticking around for the whole show and seeing where we go, because we really try to switch it up on everyone.
Sometimes we don't know where. Sometimes
we don't even.
Sometimes Chris takes us on a journey. Calls some stuff out of left field.
Oh yeah.
We've definitely done that so many times.
Does he call audibles on you guys in the middle of
all the time? Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I could say about Chris. He's good at reading the crowd. He knows what this is going to sound good here, and that's important to have.
You got to follow the captain. Huge. That's the thing. It's just like we just got to go with what he says, and it works out, man. He knows what you said. He reads the crowd, knows where to go with it, and
it blows.
He keeps everybody engaged. I've never seen any frontman really just get out there and really get everyone shaken up.
Mm-hmm. He does that.
He does it.
Job.
Right. He does it.
He's one of the best frontman in the area, if not the best in the area.
He's pulled some audibles where I'm like, where is this going? And the next thing I know, everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like,
oh yeah, you can't can't see it, but there's definitely clips and stuff like that where I see like the three of us are all looking at each other, and Chris is out there doing his thing, and like me and AJ are making faces at each other, like, all right, what's going on?
Just get through it.
Everyone else is having a good time. It's just like, yeah, let's go.
Jamming.
I got Kenzie and AJ Bates in the house from Handsome Bob. You guys can make sure you go check them out. What are you guys' future plans? What's going to happen in the future with Handsome Bob?
I want to say a Halloween show, man. We really want to get behind that.
So we I don't know if so we did a little Halloween thing at Handshake City last year. It was just like a little jam between friends. They're good friends of mine, and
that was our first like official Handsome Bob show, I would say, though. So I'm kind of pushing that because we kind of want to make it like an anniversary Halloween show going for that, and I think we can make that pretty big.
You play outside on Halloween?
It was inside, actually.
Oh, okay, good.
It was inside.
Halloween.
It was super low key. Obviously, with COVID stuff, it was more kind of just like a gathering.
Yeah, it was word of mouth. Obviously, we couldn't blow it up or anything like that, but it was still a great show, and
something about Halloween,
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's got everyone to dress up. We had a bunch of people dressing up. We dressed up. It was just a fun time, man. Just came out, played music, and got rowdy.
Yeah.
I think you guys would be a great Saranac Thursday band too on the big stage.
That's the goal. Like,
we'll make that happen.
That's pretty much what we're shooting for. I think we could definitely.
I think you're a perfect band for Saranac just because you are so diverse and you appeal to the mass.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can appeal to the baby boomers and Generation X and the millennials. I know you guys were doing like a '90s night too, right? Recently.
We did that. That's what we did at Nail Creek. Yeah.
It was all '90s.
Yep.
And what kind of '90s? To a point. What kind of '90s you doing? Like Weezer and whatnot.
Oh yeah, we
you name it.
Sading. So we even did. We had a friend come up. She did Shoot from Salt and Pepper. Like, dude, we jump on everything that we possibly can.
By Genuine.
Pony, yeah.
Some Deftones.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. We went from grunge, hip hop, R&B. Garth Brooks.
We didn't.
Friends in Low Places. We did it.
Yeah, was it? Okay.
We did it.
Yep.
That's a '90s.
Because that's '90s.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been doing Clumsy.
Do
Our Lady Pieces Clumsy. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Very cool cover.
I'm a little biased, but I think the '90s was the greatest era of music.
Same here. I mean, I was
my
born
generation.
I was born in '88, so I was spoon fed that since I was a kid.
I got T-shirts older than you, Kenzie.
Like what? Grungy stuff or anything?
All of it. The '90s. Yeah, the hip hop. I think the '90s hip hop was the best era for hip hop.
Yeah.
The '80s, of course, was the beginning of hip hop, but it kind of fine tuned itself in the '90s, and I
hit its stride throughout the '90s.
Yeah, and I think the 2000s went downhill with hip hop. But as far as like grunge, you had a whole new genre of music with grunge. That came out, and then you had
Yeah, I think
country. Country became huge in the '90s as well. Country
Yeah,
really
you know.
wasn't in the mainstream as it was, and you could think Garth Brooks,
Chris
and-
Gaines.
Brooks,
yeah, Chris Gaines, Garth Brooks,
Dwight
and-
Yoakam,
yeah,
guys like that.
Dwight Yoakam, Billy Ray Cyrus.
guys with tight pants. and
Yeah,
cowboy hats.
that's what happened, and then also you got to think a lot of soul and R&B was really good. You mentioned
Yeah.
like Salt and Pepper and In
TLC.
Vogue and TLC.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there was, and then of course the boy bands with Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and there was a lot of that going on. New Kids on the Block. I mean,
There were, yeah.
not that I'm into all that stuff, but it set
Yeah,
set
yeah.
a
but-
trend. It
That
did.
stuff
No,
you
you're
got to
right.
understand though, like all that stuff though too was like perfectly engineered to be liked, and like you can't not like it because it was made to be liked. Like they cut all the BS. It's like nothing but hooky, nothing but poppy, the most sensational. If you're not into it, then we're not going to make it into a song, and that's what all that stuff is. And it just turned out to be that pop music of that time.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about like perfectly engineered music, that's it. Like they knew what they were doing when they put out those songs. They found the faces to put to them, they found the dances to put to them, and it was a product. It was Pepsi. It was Pepsi for your ears, man.
Nowadays, it's just there's so many platforms to put your
That's-
music out there. It gives every person in the world that thinks they're an artist to put their music out there, and whether it's good or not. And chances are nowadays it's not really that good.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing though.
No,
Oh,
I
no,
don't think it's
hell
a bad
no.
thing at all either.
It's
I mean,
great.
it's good that you have this avenue. You don't need a record label anymore. You don't need distribution anymore. You have it all to touch your hands right here with these stupid things.
I listen to some of the craziest music I've ever listened to in my life, and it's just like there's no sense in talking about it because it's so niche. It's so like it's just like if you look for it, you can find it, and there's stuff out there that you wouldn't believe you could like.
Yeah.
and it does exist. You just got to be looking for it.
You just got to be looking for it. And there's a lot of great artists out there. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of crap out there.
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta filter through it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, for sure, man. Filter through all the BS that's going
That's
on
life.
out there. Who are you guys listening to these days? Is there any new artists you could turn me on to?
Oh, what are you looking for?
Anything. I don't care. I like it all.
Man, hip hop wise, I
Sure.
really like Earth Gang.
Earth Gang.
If you check them out, so they're kind of like Outkast meets maybe like a trap kind of style.
Okay.
But they're very very interesting Atlanta guys that have a really cool sound. You like Outkast?
Of course.
I bet you would like.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I bet you would like them.
Yeah,
It's a different sound, but it's got that Atlanta vibe.
I love that Atlanta vibe.
Yeah, me too.
Especially
Me
from
too.
the 90s.
Yep.
As
Yep.
we were talking about Outkast, another band from the 90s that was great.
Yep.
Anybody else? How about in the rock world?
Rock World.
Anything new?
So actually, I went to Lost Horizon last week, and I saw a band called Keep Flying. They're like a local. They're kind of like, I guess you would kind of call them ska, but they're more heavy. They're like a heavy punk band with horns.
Love it.
Tons of energy, and
They're
they're
local guys?
They're actually based out of like Binghamton, Buffalo area, but they also they picked up some guy. Now they're spread out all over the place. I think their lead singer is like based out of North Carolina, but they put a tour together and they get together and they get it done. I saw them open up for Real Big Fish a couple years ago at Westcott, and I was blown away. These guys, they're just great entertainers. They were super fun. The horn guys were super cool. So yeah, I just wanted to go see what a headlining show of them was like. They didn't have the best crowd at Lost Horizon, but they've been getting great crowds throughout the rest of their tour. I started following them a little bit more, and cool sound.
Yeah, it looked like a good show. Like I saw some of those pictures.
They're fun. It was a good time. They're energetic, and just to see like horns jumping around is pretty cool.
Kenzie, what are you listening to these days? Don't tell me Circus Survive.
Oh no, dude! No, that was just that was premise of me and Chris getting together. But man, I've
He's
been
got
really
some weird stuff he's been listening to. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
like you said, it's very nichey though.
Yeah, I've been listening to all sorts of stuff. I mean, like normally I just stick with what I know and like because it's just nostalgic. But talking about like really new stuff, like I've been kind of getting into like this hyper pop shit.
Hyperpop. Like Hyro the Hero or something like that?
I don't even know what that is. Like I'm
okay.
talking like the one group I'm really into right now is it's 100 Gex, and their stuff is like maybe like 2-3 minute long stuff, and it's so fast. It's all auto tuned to hell. It's all super synthy. It's insane, and it's
really
so
weird.
different. It's so different that I just as the joke goes in the community, their music sucks, but you get used to it. But it's so good because it's just so different. And like, you know, I grew up as a total metalhead, like listening to that my whole life. And then when I started actually playing in bands, like, you know, my first high school band was a, you know, metal band, and me and my buddy started listening to everything but metal then, just to kind of get inspiration. And ever since then, I just kind of, I don't write off anything. I listen to everything: pop, hip hop, rap, anything. Just
Same.
like you said, you just got to filter out the crap, man. There's good shit in every genre. You just have to find it.
Yep.
Exactly. We got a comment over on Twitch. Say, Mother of God, it's the perfect evolution of beards. Right? I got no beard to this beard to you.
Yeah, really, look at that.
Shout out to Polar Nights. Thank you so much for checking in. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys are out there, send a comment. Smash the like button over on YouTube and drop us a super chat. We would appreciate that for sure. We got Handsome Bob in the studio with us today. They've got a bunch of big shows. Plug your shows again. You got something coming up September 5th?
September 5th, 7 Hamlets out in Westmoreland. That's on Sunday, 1 to 4. September 8th is a Wednesday wing night at Marble Hill Inn.
7 to 10, that's going to be.
7 to 10.
Yep.
Then we are Friday, September 17th at Woodland.
Another 7 to 10 show.
7 to 10. That's a Friday. And then we're doing the last Saranac Thursday at Celtic Harp on September 22nd. September 23rd, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so September's going to be another wild ride for us, just like it was in June.
I think that'll probably end up being... I don't know if we discussed the time yet. Last time we did 6:30. No, we did 7 to 10.
For Celtic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we started. It was like a 6 to 9 or something. Bobby started right after.
And then usually O'Kane's after us, Bobby Kane, and he usually DJs after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that set up? Do we have it? Are we playing out with anyone else for that night?
I gotta talk to him about
All right,
that.
let's try to set
the other thing I wanted to make mention too is like the last time I saw you guys had comedians open up for you.
Oh, dude,
and
yeah.
you guys mix it up. I mean, there's comedy in the front, and then you guys play, and then there's a DJ at the end. I mean, it's a freaking show when Handsome Bob plays. It's not just music.
The plan.
That's the plan. Like, just try to get that vaudeville vibe, kind of, dude, your buddy that juggles. We joked about that. Like, he has a buddy that juggles. We were trying to get to come out to his show and stuff like that. Just everything and anything. Just have things fun, man.
Just support, I'm trying to push as much Utica stuff as possible. There's so many things that are entertaining and people are talented at that they don't even know that they could go stand out in front of a crowd and perform and people would enjoy watching it.
We'll give you a platform.
Yeah,
if you're serious about it and you really want to push it, we'll give you a chance, like we did with Nazi, Rob Fish, right?
Yep. So Fish Media Network.
Fish Media
Rob
Network.
Fish,
Yep. Big.
Young Jace, Jason's on
Yes.
Grown. A bunch of other guys. I've been talking to a bunch of comedians because it was something that a lot of people were like, "Oh, we really like how you guys opened that up." And
it's different.
Yeah, it's just you want to make a night out of it.
Yep.
It gives people different. It takes you through the night. You start off, you got 10, 15 minutes of comedy, then we come in,
light music. You can get your drinks in, get your first drinks in, and then once those drinks settle in, then that's when we get you. That's when we get you.
And then there's a DJ.
And then there's a DJ after for to get your dance on.
That's I think it's super important too to create an event and not just have music and a band playing. It's it's a multi-versatile night out.
Right. I mean, you got, like you said, this area is just so flush with great bands, and it's like you want to go. You can pick and choose. Like you want to go see a great country band, you want to go see a great jam band. You got your nights to choose. You want a little bit of everything. Come see us.
I love it. And then when the casino gets up and rolling, I'm sure you guys will be playing over at the gig.
We've been talking to.
That's another.
We had a little bite on Motif. It was called. For the trio.
Uh-huh.
It's like I said, it was like the smaller bar out there. That was for the trio. But yeah, I mean that's something we're pushing for too. We'd like to get out to the gig and maybe work on one of those.
It'd be a perfect fit over there.
That's cool.
Perfect fit, and plus it would add to their roster too.
Yeah.
No offense to the people that play the gig all the time, but it's the same rotating bands.
Yep. Right. No, that's
good to mix it up a little bit.
That's the thing. We've been really trying to ride too. It's just like we're the new guys. It's just, we're not the top right yet, but we're scrappy and we want it. So
the FNG's the fucking new guys.
Yeah.
That's you guys.
But yeah, I mean we're all go getters. We're all we're all open minded. We really we have a great time together, and I think that's key. Us having fun. We have fun. You guys have fun. Obviously, if we're jumping around and Chris is going to make the right call on certain audibles to get the party going, and then when it hits, and then It just turns on that night.
How's the old saying go? The drunker you get, the better we sound.
That too, yeah, exactly. So at Nail Creek,
That works for us too on stage too. So.
The boys like to tip them back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kind of just happens.
Now it's a tradition for Casamigos shots before we get going.
No better. You're like Mo. Mo does the same thing. Before they go on stage, they have a shot of Casamigos.
No shit. How about that?
Both sets.
How about that?
And they all line up. They do their shot, and they go
Nice.
on. Then they take their set break, and the same thing. They have one more shot before they go on for their second set.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Casamigos. It's the best tequila ever.
It is. It's. I've always been a Patron guy. 1800 was good, but then I had Casamigos and I was blown away.
Changed your life, didn't it?
Yeah, done.
Have you tried the Terraminen?
No.
The Rocks tequila?
No.
It's not bad. I got a bottle of it back there.
Okay.
We've gone through a bottle of it already. It's not bad. I like Casamigos way better, but Terramina is very, it's cheaper.
Okay.
It's definitely cheaper. It's got a little more of a bite to it, where Casamigos is pretty smooth.
It is very smooth.
It's smooth. Yeah.
Very, very smooth, especially for shots.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't want to sip it. You really can't sip tequila.
You can make a margarita.
You can make a margarita, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to do shots of it.
Yeah, most of the time.
I want one right
You want to
now.
get right to business. Like I said, if I didn't have Muni Championships, I'd be a couple deep.
Talk about that really quick. The Muni Championships are this week.
Yeah, Muni Championships are today, actually.
So this is
You got
the-
two tonight, right?
The semifinals or the
Hopefully.
finals?
So it's the finals. Final four is today. Our first game, Oscanitos, plays at 6 o'clock. It's all at Big Greenman. There's 4 teams left. That is the final four. There's a game at 6. Then there's a game after that, and then the championship game is after that, which is usually
All in one day?
all in one day.
Oh, wow. That's going to tire you out, boy.
Oh yeah, good luck to you out there.
So you're doing it.
Hydrate.
So if you win, it'd be like a triple header if you win.
No, so if you win, say we win at 6, there's a game after that. Whoever
Gotcha.
wins that game, you play them in the championship game at the end.
Is there a losers game
No
too?
losers bracket.
No
Single
losers?
elimination. You're done and you're out.
Nice. How's the chances tonight?
We should be good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're going for a three-peat, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you won last year?
We won the past 2 years.
Past 2 years?
We were.
Well, not with COVID though, right?
No, they had it last year.
Oh, they did.
They still ended up. It was a shorter season though.
Gotcha.
Shorter season. Yeah, we won it with one Jenny, and then the first year, and then the last. Well, last year we're Oscanites. This year we're Oscanites as well. So hopefully, do it again.
And it's a lot of your brothers from the 07 championship team, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And then we
Yeah.
got a mix of a bunch of other guys too. But yeah, no, it's.
Are you pitching?
No, I play middle infield pretty much.
you?
Infield, utility guy.
Utility guy? You
Yep.
play wherever?
Yep.
Yeah, because you pretty much were a pitcher growing up, right?
I was a pitcher in mainly straight through, and then my senior year, I pitched one game, and then the next game I would catch, and then the next game I would pitch, and then the next game I would catch, and then the other kid was Sean Redmond. He pitched and caught, and we just went flip-flop back and forth.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was the season.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I used to play the Muni.
It's
back
fun.
in the day when I had the
It's a
electric
good
company.
time. It's
We
a
had
good time.
a lot of fun. Also at 12 North too. Do you play at 12 North?
12 North's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
You can drink on the bench.
It's
on 12 North.
much looser at 12 North
Yes,
than it is in Muni.
it is.
And you can have fun and you know.
Volleyball's fun up there.
Yes.
That's definitely always a good time.
Yeah, yeah. 12 North's a great spot. That should be another gig for you guys too,
Yeah.
maybe in the winter time.
We've been in talks with them. Yep, they don't do gigs in the summertime.
Right.
So yeah, I think we're thinking probably October with them.
Great stage.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a fun time. That's actually where I saw Beside the Sun first.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
Yeah, for their first gig, that was at 12 North for Animal Jam.
Yep.
I
saw
just talked to
Masucci
Masucci too, man. Masucci, if you're out there watching, I don't think he's out here watching right now because I just saw a video of him live at Enchanted Forest. But if Masucci does watch us, you guys should maybe sign up for Animal Jam. It's a benefit for Stephen Swan that we do every year.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Okay,
We
good to
didn't
know.
do it last year, obviously, because of COVID. But now
When is that?
I know he's going to be bringing it back up. I think it's September, or October, November.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I need to get details from him on
Yeah,
this.
keep us posted.
But he was looking for bands recently.
Keep us posted.
Yep. Yeah, I think that would be a good fit for you too, and Rich does a great job of promoting that, and we've raised over $60,000 in 12 years for Stephen Swan Humane Society.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, the animals need love too.
Oh, love
hell
animals.
And they don't get any kind of government funding at Stephen Swan. It's all on events and golf tournaments, the Wiggle Waggle Walkathon, Animal Jam. So when we all can get together and help our furry little friends means a lot to all of
yeah.
us here. And
Love our furry friends.
yeah, not only do they need monetary donations, but they also need supplies, blankets, and bleach to clean the dog treats, food, whatever you can really. If you got some of that extra stuff laying around or whatever, drop it off at Stephen Swan Humane Society. That's my PSA of the day. Help out Stephen Swan Humane Society. It's an organization I definitely get behind each and every year. And like I said, we've raised $60,000 in 12 years. Yeah. Yeah, so it goes a long way. It does, but they also use it up pretty quick too. I mean, it's expensive. You got to keep the lights on.
I was gonna say I got one dog. I got a husky, and I couldn't imagine what they got with their overhead.
Right.
So
all the cats and pit bulls that they got.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Have you been there recently?
I haven't, no.
You go, there's cats running all over the place. And, it's cool, though. I mean, they do a great job over there. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of assholes that should not own pets.
Oh, it's the
and they'll
worst.
put them in a bag and leave them on the side of the road. It's stupid, man. So if you can't, and if you know that you can't house a pet, don't get one.
Yeah,
it's that simple. Don't get one.
Really? Definitely agree.
And also, if you're in the market for getting a pet, consider Stephen Swan.
Yep, go to Stephen Swan.
Yeah, go up there and get an animal, and they got a lot of great animals up there, and not just pit bulls. I always say pit bulls because there's a lot of
there
pit
are
bulls.
a lot of pit bulls.
People really leave their pit bulls out and about, and they strand the animal. It's unfortunate.
And they're sweethearts too.
Yeah,
I mean,
they really are. Man.
They are. I mean,
they get such a bad rap.
They get thrown into shitty situations. You come from people who are beating you, and then you're thrown into a cage.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, what do humans do in those situations?
Right, exactly. It makes me hate people more and more each day.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's for another podcast. We'll talk about that either.
Give your money to the animals, not the people.
That we can get into my whole theory on how the baby boomers ruin social media, but we won't get into that.
Let's save that. People can help themselves. Let's help the animals. All right.
Exactly. Where can people find you on social media?
Social media, we are on
Bob is handsome. Bob _ handsome.
That's on Instagram.
Yep, and then Handsome Bob Band on Facebook.
Yes, awesome, man.
And then we'll work on Twitch. And
you should, man. If you need help with that, let me know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's simple. You just put a camera up and click record.
Yeah.
You go live.
And we've actually been working with a lot of. I just want to give a shout out to those guys. Bunch of different camera guys and film guys.
Speaking of area guys, Dan and Zach.
DeLoach, local guy, and my buddy Zach Stanek. Both have been doing awesome film and photography for us. And we hook them up, but they hook us up as well. Really, most of it's out of the generosity of their heart.
That's awesome.
And they come to have a good time. They bring an energy with them as well, and just having those guys go out, also brings a little bit more energy as well.
Well, it's a testament to you, AJ, because you're a good freaking dude, and people want to help you out.
Pulling it together, man. He is.
Yeah. It really is, man. You got a lot of resources.
I love this. I love Utica.
I know you do.
There's so much potential in this place, and if we just get, we've had a couple bones tossed our way recently, and if we build on them, then we're working with something.
Yeah. It's going to be good. In the next 10 years, Utica's going to be in its golden period.
And music scene is a heart behind stuff like that. Music and food, which we have. So that's a driving source. You get the people to come in. Once we get a few more people living here, you got the entertainment, you got the food, we got the beers.
It's a big town with big city amenities.
Exactly. Yep.
And it's great, man. The people, you can't find a better person than somebody from Utica, New York.
Just northeast weather.
Yeah, that's the worst. People are complaining, oh my God, it's too hot. It's been raining all summer. Yeah. Get over it. Yeah. So what? It's 90 degrees today. We've been swimming in rain the whole summer.
It's the fucking end of summer.
Right. Yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah, take it in. Months. Yeah. Just take it in. You'll be bitching about something else.
Are you guys going to freak with the state fair at all?
For playing?
No, not for playing. Just to go and hang.
Yeah, I've been debating.
Go eat some fried food.
Yeah, I know. You can smoke there now, right?
Yeah.
That's been the debate that's going on there.
Right.
Has that stopped you before, AJ? Has that stopped anyone?
Never stopped any of us.
Yeah, no, it really hasn't.
Probably go check it out for a little bit. I always like the Pan African Village. Actually, it's always a pretty cool area.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a local hip hop guy playing over there, PB Mogul. Paul Brissett.
I don't.
He's a local hip hop guy. He's been doing pretty good too. He's going to be playing at the State Fair at that Pan African Village. I'm not sure the date, but
right on.
It's on Facebook somewhere.
Cool. I like seeing local guys doing big things, man. Kenzie, we should all go to the fair. There's a lot of great Belle Biv DeVoe.
Dude, anytime you want to hang out,
Yeah,
man.
if you wanna-
I've only seen you a few times this summer, and it's
I know.
been great. It's
I've
been great every
busy,
time.
man.
Been
I'm
all over the
finally
place.
back to work. I love it.
Yeah, you haven't been around much this last month, but catch
Either
up
of you.
again soon. We've been laying low.
No, we will. We definitely get together, man. The State Fair is a great time. Belle Biv DeVoe playing tomorrow.
No shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
dude,
awesome.
Chris will be disappointed about
I know
that
he's not here
one.
for that.
Ooh.
Are you going?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah?
I'm thinking about it. There's a lot going on. See, the thing is, like now, with the pandemic kind of loosened up a little bit, everybody's pouring in their events. So there's event on top of event on top of event. There's just so much going
Pick and
on right now.
choose, yeah.
You really do got to pick and choose right now.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a
not a
lot
bad.
going
That's
on.
not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not. But you only get like a certain amount of time to get all these events
Yeah,
in, and
yeah.
that, with the pandemic didn't help at all. I mean, normally without a pandemic, you have to pick and choose what events you want to do because there's so much going on in the summertime in the 315.
Yep.
Yep.
A lot going on. A lot going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I suggest you go out and check out Handsome Bob on their next show coming up on September 5th. They're great. It's a great act. It's a great show. Like we said earlier, they do a variety of things. There'll be comedians. There's band. There's all the music that they play and then a DJ afterwards. So check it out. Great stuff. Handsome Bob. Follow him on Facebook. Follow him on Instagram. Plug your dates one more time. I probably screwed them all up. But
Nope, you had it.
Oh, I did.
September 5th, 7 Hamlets, Westmoreland. September 8th, Marble Hill,
Cheryl.
7 to 10. That's on a Wednesday. September 17th at Woodland. That's a Friday, 7 to 10. And then the
23rd.
last Celtic Harp, Saranac Thursday the 23rd of
Nice.
September.
I got a lot of love for you guys, man. And please use my platform as much as possible.
back
I
at
tell
you.
Right at you,
every
yeah, man.
band to use this platform.
Yeah.
It's what it's here for. To display all the great talent that we have here in the 315. And
Right back at you,
You
man.
guys are there, man. So keep it up. Keep shining. Keep doing all the great work that you're doing out there, man. Make sure you people go out, check out Handsome Bob. It's a fantastic show. Shout out to EJA Moving Services, Joey's at 307, Utica Coffee, my attorney Dave Longaretta, Saranac Brewery. I almost said Syracuse University. I wish they were my sponsor. I don't know why I got Syracuse University on my brain right now.
Now they're
but
going to be.
one of these days, they will be. They will be. Saranac Brewery, Ballsy.com. If you want some hygiene for your growing area, go to Ballsy.com. Use promo code members only for 15% discount. And shout out to Billy, the liquor guy, author of the book Under Too Long. It's a great book. Go check it out. You can find it on Amazon or wherever you get your books. Under Too Long by Billy, the liquor guy. You guys should check that book out. It's really good.
I will.
He was an
I
undercover.
plan on starting to read one of these
You're
days.
going to start reading one of these days?
One of these days.
It's a great book. It's about, he was an undercover agent, and they were busting people with untaxed cigarettes that untaxed cigarettes funneled Al-Qaeda. Oh, what do you say? Al-Qaeda. Whatever. The Taliban.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There you go.
Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda. Thank you. I can't talk today, man. I'm still maybe a little woozy.
You made
from
it through the
summer
last
camp.
hour, all right.
I'm
It's
still
okay.
under summer camp time frame right now, but they also infiltrated biker gangs and people that were selling
shit.
bombs.
Nice.
And the story's ridiculous.
How about that?
It's ridiculous. And Billy's actually going to be writing a second book. I'm going to meet with him tomorrow about it. And Billy's doing some cool things, man. So check it out. Under Too Long by Billy the Liquor Guy. Like, follow, subscribe, everything on Disruption Network on social media platforms. Also go out and follow Handsome Bob on Instagram and Facebook. I will see you again. I'm not back tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the week, but I'll be back. I'll be back. You guys have yourself a good day. Later.